What's up guys, Gavin here, aka Full Metal Energy, back with another video, and this one I'm excited about because this is a passion of mine. So a little bit of a story time. Of course, we know 2020 happened, things got shut down, we weren't really going a lot of places, so a lot of us took that time to kind of reassess maybe things that we really liked. That's where the big boom, of course, for Pokemon came from, and a part of that for me, obviously with getting back into Pokemon as well, was getting back into some art. I haven't done that in a long time, since high school. At the time, honestly, it'd been 10 years, so it's kind of crazy to think about. But something that I always wanted to try and work on was digital art. And I did have an iPad Pro just kind of sitting there collecting dust, to be honest, maybe use it to browse the internet a little bit. But I'm like, man, I really want to take a shot at trying this digital art again. So did some research, looked to see what other people did. A lot of people use Procreate, so it's an awesome app. I think it's only $5, by the way, if you're looking to gateway into digital art. That's a really simple app with a lot of tools, and it's only $5. So anyways, not a plug for that, but just telling you kind of what I'm doing and how my process is working. So get on there, start playing around with some things, learning how to draw, learning the ins and outs of the program, really. And I decided I wanted to go for something that I know is going to be super hard to get for my collection. That was the Gold Star Rayquaza. So it took some time, set out to try and draw Gold Star Rayquaza. And I'll say it took me at least 20 hours of drawing time, going back and forth with that, using it as a reference, and finally coming up with what I think is a pretty good representation of Gold Star Rayquaza. Apparently a lot of other people did as well, because I posted online just to see what people think, of course. Thought it was really cool, and a lot of people liked it. Some of them said, hey man, you should make that into a playmat. And I thought, okay, that might be kind of interesting. So I did, and here we go. We got the Gold Star Rayquaza playmat, very first one I ever did, and that kind of took off from there. I just wanted to be able to create these artworks of these awesome cards that are out there, kind of put my own twist on them, and give the stuff, like I said, it's not so attainable for your collection because these cards are crazy expensive now. Take me back to pre-2019. But anyways, thought I could do that and make it into some bigger life-sized artwork that people could enjoy. So you're all here to wonder, what do we got? Taking cards like this, love it, Shining Gyarados, and turning it into, boom, look at that, awesome, love to see it. So as we can see here, we have the Gyarados playmat, calling Raging Gary, with my own spin on it. So like I said, one of my favorite cards out there, this one in particular. Look at that nice swirl. That's why I got an 8. I didn't care. I've had this in my collection for a while, but just love this artwork. And of course, I know people like to see the cards and enjoy them, but if you can enjoy this in a bigger format, definitely that's what I was trying to do. So this is the playmat. We've got this man right here looking crazy. I wanted to add that ode to the shiny Magikarp as well, looking like what the and I also did another playmat with a Lugia, so I wanted to, and a Gyarados in the background, so I wanted to call back to that, having the Lugia flying across the moon there in the background of this stormy night. So I also love this kind of hollow pattern going on in the background, just to help spice it up a little bit, because for a playmat you want to have something that's cool and jumps out at you. And I think that's the biggest thing with these, is I know a lot of people get playmats that are kind of basic, nothing too crazy to see. And again, like when you have beautiful artwork like this, you want to be able to see it in a better format. So like to take it and draw it again in with my own little twist, but still, you know, kind of keeping true to the original. And here we go. So another thing with this video is I wanted to do a review of these playmats, because a lot of people that buy these or are hesitant to buy these just aren't really sure how the quality is. So I'm going to go through that, give you a couple tests for players and people that may use these as mouse pads as well, because a lot of people do, including myself. So let's get into it and check it out. All right, so first up, looking at cards. If you are a player and you just want a cool playmat that the chances are the opponent across from you will not have, look no further than fullmetalenergy.com. So I've got 3 different cards here. Of course, we're sticking with the Gary theme, with 3 different kinds of protectors that you might find that you use whenever you're playing a card with your deck. So this is like your standard Ultra Pro card deck protector here. Then we move on to some of the ones that you get in the ETBs. Now this is of course, keeping with the water theme, because I don't have a Gyarados one, but this is more of like a slick edge back here rather, so we can see how that slides around. And then these are some of the newer ones. It's a little more matte. Same on the back here, you can see, so you would think that that would provide a little bit more grip. I know a couple players that have seen these in person, their hesitance was wondering how the cards would slide around, if they'd be too slick or anything like that. So I'm going to do a little slide test so you guys can see, especially with the 3 different ones, how they slide around, if they're going to keep your cards safe. I will tell you, disclaimer, they do. So, but we're going to show you in person, so you don't have to just take my word for it. So we'll set these 2 on the side here. So this is the first one, like I said, basic Ultra Pro sleeve here, and we'll just see how it slides around. Not much effort, but enough. I can feel the friction there. You can probably hear it. Oh yeah, so let's see how it slides if I kind of toss it. That's it, just normal. Do a little spin. A little spin there. There we go, and it stopped. So these are not gonna just float around on their own. They're totally fine to just move. Keep it still, it's fine, it's gonna be fine. Just for all your games, you're not gonna get all messed up. By the way, these are the 24 by 14, so these are the official playmat sizes, so you guys can use these. Moving on to the slicker one. So this, in my opinion, is a little bit slicker on the surface than the first one that we looked at. So this one might slide a little bit more, I will say. It's not too bad, moving around. Staying slick, nice, but still stuck to the playmat. See, there's me sliding it. It's okay, not bad. See, that was a little bit, I put a little bit of a but I don't think you're gonna be throwing your cards like that. So a little bit slicker there. Of course, I think with any playmat, it would kind of slide a little bit more with the sleeves like this. So we move on to these newer ones, which you could hear that. See, definitely a lot of friction there with this mat. So yeah, look, it's just stopping on its own. This is probably the best. And again, if you're a player, you're gonna pick sleeves that work best for you. But just to show you with the different sleeves, kind of how it would react on the playmat there. Yeah, again, slide it around, stop it, it's all good. Looks good there, so we like to see that. Next thing I want to show you guys, of course, is what it's going to look like with a mouse and keyboard and how well that glides. So this, again, it's only 24 by 14, so this is not like a big gaming extra large mat, but you can see I do have room. This is like a standard size, a little bit larger keyboard. Something like the Apple keyboard would be a little bit smaller and thinner to give you a bit more room, see more of the artwork, however you want to lay it out here. But just having it next to each other, yeah, there's plenty of room to move my mouse around. This is going edge to edge on my 24-inch screen here, so that's totally fine. We're just not going to be doing, any crazy mega moves. I mean, I guess if you want to do that, you could just move it up and then have your mouse down here. But as you can see, again, slides, glides just fine, no problems. Just using a little bit of effort here. It's beautiful for an actual mouse pad as well. So it's very versatile. You can use it however you want to. I have a lot of people that do want that extra. They'll buy 2 because they like 2 of the artworks, which we'll go over some different ones later of what else I've got in stock. But they'll buy 2 to have one for their keyboard and then have one next to it that you can use your mouse on. So if you got enough room on your desk to do that, more power to you. But yeah, I like it. Moving on quickly into the quality of the playmats. I know it's a lot of things. If you just see something on the internet, you see some pictures, you don't know how well it is. So we're just going to show you up close here. You can see the quality. Look at that nice shine stitching there. Very, very, very nice, high quality printing there. So nothing is blurry. It's a very crisp image, which you could see already. And I only get these made with the stitched edging, so you can see that. So this just keeps the layers from coming apart. As you know, with a lot of use, the edges can peel up like on a normal mouse pad. So I don't want that. I want these to last for a long time for you guys. Speaking of lasting a long time as well, they are machine washable. So you know, with a lot of use, a lot of these can get kind of dirty, especially when you have like these darker areas like this. That's where you're gonna see like, dead skin and dirt and stuff show up the most, especially if you're kind of, using it like this with your arms all over it. Might be a heated game, you're getting a little sweaty, but if that happens, again, machine washable, just use like a delicate cycle and you can just hang dry it, lay it flat to dry that way. So we've got that. Of course, on the back is this nice rubber backing so that it's not gonna slide anywhere on a surface as well. I mean, look at that. I'm trying to slide it around. It's not going anywhere. Of course, you can lift it up like this and we'll be fine, but you'll love to see it. So as far as the thickness, these would be a little bit thicker. See if I can show you here. Yeah, there we go. A little bit thicker than your regular Pokemon Center ones, and you can just feel these in person. Very nice. I like it's a good combination. Like, it's a little bit more durable, but it's not too heavy. I know that's a concern, especially with players that roll these up and carry these around. If it's going to be very heavy, if they're going, you know, from match to match. So speaking of that, I'll just show you kind of how easily it rolls up here and what it looks like. So we're rolling. Here we go. Perfect. And of course you can fit these inside your Ultra Pro or Monster cases, but there it is. It's nice and rolled up. No problems with that at all. And it's not too heavy. So these are about 8 ounces, by the way, so half a pound. It's not too bad. And then it just unrolls like that. No issues at all. Love to see it. So yeah, again, these are they're great, high quality. I wanted to make sure, again, for everyone that's purchasing them, that they're going to last a long time. I didn't want to just make something that was kind of so-so and then they break and you don't like them. But honestly, the support I've gotten from anyone who's gotten one so far, I can't believe it. We're at almost 1,000 sales already as of this video is being recorded, which is nuts. Love to see it, but we're going to get into some of the other designs that I currently have. And if you're watching this from the future and you want to see what else is new, just go check me out. I post stuff on my Instagram at Full Metal Energy, and of course our website, fullmetalenergy.com. So let's get into seeing some other designs. All right, so of course, first up here was our Raging Gary. I thought it'd be fitting to go into the first one ever made here was this Gold Star Ray. So love to see it here. Again, I wanted to add my own touch to this amazing artwork. Very first one I did, so you can probably tell a little bit. The lines are a little bit wiggly on here. They're not perfectly straight. We were just starting out our drawing journey, but I felt that add to the authenticness of being like a hand-drawn drawing here, of course. And of course, you can see this is not how the actual card is with the lightning added. I wanted to add this Gold Star because that's a staple to what this is, this artwork, and just the dark, cloudy, ominous background. I just thought it was very cool. Again, a lot of people did too. This remains to be one of my top sellers, along with this one right here. So moving on to my next top seller, just got a restock of these back in. This beautiful Gold Star Umb with the moon in the background. So iconic, of course. Love to see it. Not sure what happened here. We got a misprint, guys. First misprint mat. You saw it here. This is supposed to have ink on it, but it doesn't. Don't worry, I don't ship anything like like this out. But you're seeing a misprint mat, so maybe we'll give this one away at the end of the video. How about that? Cool. I'll sign it for you there too. So, anyways, Gold Star Umbreon. Love to see it again with that iconic gold star in the background. Everyone knows that it's synonymous with the moon. So this just again remains to be a top seller. Very cool. One of the newer designs I did for all of you Zard fans out there. Boom, we got the Crystal Lizard playmat. I wanted to give the ode to the E series over here, just having the artwork pop out. Just again, really iconic art here, but something that can be enjoyed in a much bigger form than just a tiny little card. So yeah, it took me a while to make this one as well, but this again has kind of come to the top as being one of my better sellers. And to go along with that one in our latest design is the Swimstoise. I wanted to make it to where you could mirror this e-reader portion here, and if you wanted to have the Zard and the Stoise right next to each other, but this was another favorite. A lot of people asking me to do this one. This one is one of the lengthier ones it's taking me to draw on. A lot of detail in this one, of course, especially with all the little different shading and muscles and whatnot like that. It took a while, but I think it came out awesome, so super happy with this one as well. For all you Stoise fans. Now another staple that I've seen and people love, and another bestseller, yeah, you know what it is. We got the Shining Legendary, as I call it. Love to see it. I have this down here, does say Shining Mew in Japanese, and this is the correct way to orient it here. I know a lot of people that have gotten this one, I've seen it have it flipped the other way around. I mean, you can do however you want to, but if you want this to read correctly, that's what that is down here. Just the colors on this one pop a lot. Definitely great for breaks and pictures and stuff like that, and I'm sure any Mew fans out there would love this one. And another staple in the Mew community, boom, this was a really fun one to do. I just wanted to kind of take some accents obviously from that promo, going to see that movie here with this ancient Mew mat with the cracked kind of ice looking. Of course, this says Mew up here, and then this is the Psychic and HP. So love to see that with the border looking all ancient like. But again, it's another one that just pops, and I had a lot of people that really love this one. Next one, gotta throw back to the original 3. Bam, we got it in neon. So no, this mat does not light up. You can see on camera especially, it just pops. So I was able to create that illusion of having like a neon glow. And this is just your favorite ones here. Had to make sure he had enough room to shine as well. All my Venusaur fans out there, I know you don't get a lot. Again, that was kind of another thing, is I wanted to be able to make some ones especially for Pokemon that a lot of people don't see, especially on a playmat. If it's your favorite and it's not out there, maybe I can make it for you. So that's kind of the goal. So this one, awesome, another bestseller with that neon there. It pops for sure. Moving on to another recent one. I have a lot of people say, yo, we need a Dragonite playmat. So we have the Dark Double Dragon. Why is it called a Double Dragon? Well, if you notice over here, a familiar silhouette. That's right, that's the original OD Dark Dragonite on the silhouette on the moon there. This is, of course, based off of the Team Rocket Returns art style, but again, just another really crisp, clean picture, because I draw all these just to make sure they're high quality. And giving an ode to the original there too. I just thought this was a neat idea, and really happy with how this one came out. Another fan favorite, all my Ghost fans out there, we got the Retro Ghost. This does say Gengar in Japanese on both sides here, by the way. It's nothing offensive. I just wanted to add that. I really like that retro vibe, kind of the laser grid looking here, you know, with like the little ghost patterns in the background. Love this one. This has been another good one. Of course, he's looking menacing as always. And for my 30th birthday, I did this one. These are limited. I only made 30 of these. Look at that shining snake with the metal cogs in the background. So all my metal steel type fans, especially of this big heavy snake, this was for you. And I do have a few of these left, but all these I signed and numbered on the back. So you're gonna get a 1 of 30 if you end up getting these, and they'll be signed by me and numbered. So you have something that, again, not everybody else can find. So one of my favorites. And last but not least, of course, we've got, this is another steel type for you, the PokeGym mat of one of my favorites, Caesar here. I actually did this artwork for the illustration contest this year. Unfortunately, I didn't make it to the top 300, but it was still a lot of fun to do. So, of course, I got him working out, trying to break a sweat. He just can't help it. He's too strong. He's snapping these bars with how strong that claw is. And, of course, that makes the heat imprint on the bar as well. And we got Blaziken in the background, hitting that punching bag, just trying to get a couple kicks in to work on his stamina. So love this one. This is a favorite. My wife loves this one too. Again, this was just all completely originally my idea in drawing this out. So it's just cool to see this kind of stuff come to light. But yeah, I've got a couple other designs. They're all on my website. Again, fullmetalenergy.com. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you would, again, we're going to give away this Umbreon misprint. I'll sign right here for you. We're going to give away this mat. All you got to do is comment below and tell me what mat or what Pokemon you would like to see on a mat, and maybe we'll see that in the future. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.